Welcome to Everyday Enlightenment, and I'm wondering if your nerves are shot. Do your nerves feel fried and frayed? Because that is the sense I get when I talk to some people, and you do not have to feel that way. Many people, maybe even you, are walking around with what I would call dysregulated nervous systems that are hurting themselves and that are adding more struggle and suffering to their lives. So why would you want to do that? I know I don't, but I'm seeing it, and I want to share ways with you to help you regulate your nervous system so you feel centered, so you feel grounded, so you feel safe, and so you feel in control. And if this is new to you, know that there are basically three branches to your nervous system that control the vital functions of your body, like breathing, like digestion, like heart rate. Most of those things you aren't consciously aware of, but those things help keep your physical body alive. And they are the sympathetic nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, and the enteric nervous system. You don't need to know that. But what I would like you to understand is that when you have been in the fight, flight, or fright mode, when your nerves are fried, when you've been living on the edge for too long with stress, it's likely that your nervous system, your sympathetic nervous system, is on overdrive, which means like your heart and your kidneys are working themselves like to death. And mentally and physically, you're kind of like a wrung out disaster, for lack of a better term. So some of the symptoms that you typically see when you live in this state are that your digestion is either too slow or too fast. AKA, you're either not pooping at all or you're pooping way too much. You may have skin conditions that pop out of nowhere. You may be tired, really tired, but you can't sleep. You may have extra hair loss. You may be quickly gaining or losing weight, high blood pressure, decreased sex drive, just having sort of a low level nervousness all the time, panic attacks, easily triggered, mentally exhausted. You're not able to relax. You get it. You get the picture, right? You're stressed. And if this is happening, obviously you're not a happy person who is able to enjoy her life. And the longer that these symptoms go on without being addressed, the more they compound, the more they continue to add up until you, one, either have a complete or mental and emotional breakdown, which does not allow you to address anything else in your life, or two, your body presents you with a red flag scenario of sickness or illness that you can no longer deny because you didn't listen to the whispers of imbalance, and now your body is screaming at you to get your attention. I'm assuming you don't wish to experience either of those, right? Know that there are a lot of things that you can do to help rebalance your nervous system. Some of my favorites are rest, eating well, giving gratitude, getting off social media and not watching the news, getting outside more, doing more activities that make you lose track of time, setting boundaries, and meditating. And some of those things I always preach because I know they have made a huge difference for me and my nervous system and how I'm able to tolerate different stressors in my life now versus the way I would have handled them like 5 years ago. And not that you have to be a guru and practice this all the time, but start to cultivate ways of being and practices to help you balance your nervous system so you don't experience the negative effects as intensely or as frequently. And this goes for the physiological and physical part of your body, but also the way that you feel and the way that you think. The masterclass I'm doing next week is about recalibrating your nervous system. So I'm going to walk you through a few easy practices that you can do on your own to help you turn down the fight or flight stress response that you have. So we're going to be working a little bit with breath. We're going to be working with a specific essential oil and more. Easy stuff, but super powerful when you actually use them. And once you know these things, you'll always kind of have them in your back pocket so you can use them on the fly when you start to notice yourself starting to a little bit. And you can teach these to other people too, your friends, your kids. So it's all good stuff. I want you to share the love. So this masterclass will be next Tuesday, July 12th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. For information and sign up, you can click the link below. And even if you can't make it live, after you sign up, you'll be sent the recording afterwards. So you still get all of the juicy info that you can apply to your life. So I hope to see you there. Message me if you have questions. And as always, have a beautiful week.